Hello Pisces, it's your turn for your reading for the month of July. Now we're kind of behind a little bit with it. I recently got these cards and I want to give them a try for your reading and then probably the other ones. Anyways, so a lot going on with the different energies in the cosmos. The first card coming out into July, which we're already in July, but like in the month, is the Wheel of Fortune, the Strength card, the Hangman, and the Hermit, and Justice. So I do feel like there's some conflicting energies, trying to manage things or trying to manage yourself or others in situations. I do feel like when it comes to like with the Hermit card, usually that's someone that's on a journey. I do feel like you're maybe in between, indecisive of how to put things together. I also do feel like a lot of things are changing, maybe with your home environment and love and family. I do feel like with the Justice card right here underneath the Hangman, it's implying that a lot of things are going to start balancing out for you and your family, if you have a family. I do feel like there's a lot of options here for you for the month of July and a lot of strength to get through these difficult energies. I do feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of a weird card, but maybe you're wrapped up with every angles that you're seeing from the situation in your life, whether it's every angle, like maybe that's what the Gemini energy is doing. Is it helping you realize that there's many options, many angles to things? I also feel like you have a lot of determination to make things happen in your life. I do feel like, especially how this card's protected, I do feel like, oh, that's weird. Something's uneasy concerning a child, I feel like, because there's a child in this. I don't know what creature that is. Maybe you're watching after a child in some way. Maybe someone has control over a child or using you as control over a child, I'm seeing. But I feel like it's more, maybe it's about your inner child. You know, Pisces is pretty much the child of the zodiac. So I do feel like there's something, maybe someone has your back in a situation. But I do feel like there's a lot of determination moving forward in the month of July for you guys, and a lot of internalizing things and going within. But I also feel like there's a lot of things changing and happening in your environment and things that you're associated with. Maybe work is one of them. Alright, so I picked 3 cards for your home, love, and how you're going to put all things together. I do feel like for your home, the Emperor, maybe this is you. You feel like you have control in situations. You feel like you have the upper hand, maybe, or the ability to make things happy, make things happy. I was thinking make things happen, but happy came out. So make things happen. And it's funny, you have your own card, the High Priestess, which is pretty much, this is card of Cthulhu. I feel with this card, if this is your love and relationships, I do feel like there's a need to maybe recalibrate your steps in the direction that you're going to, because when I think of Cthulhu, I think of, I don't know, he's kind of like a monster to me, but he's more like a mythical creature. But also the High Priestess is associated with institutions, marriage, things like that. I do feel like there's something that you're working on in a relationship that's very on point, and I do feel like that there's success with that. I also feel like there's ability to not so much be a control freak, but there's so much to learn from yourself, and that your experiences necessarily don't make you in a love situation. I do feel like be careful with your temper. I do feel like that with this, usually with the High Priest card, just the way the card looks to me. I do feel like there could be some jealousy, there could be some envy going on. I also feel like maybe power control, like overpowered control. I do feel like, especially with the Emperor, with that being your home, I do feel like there's a need to set back and not so much maybe be a dictatorship. Because that's what I feel like with Cthulhu, especially if this is a card for your love and relationship. I don't know. I just feel like maybe a greedy person. Well, like how Cthulhu is in this card. Like, I don't know, a monster. Greedy old man. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Just watch yourself in relationship. I do feel like this is a warning. Now this is how things are going to come together. So I do feel like you have the ability in a situation to really understand what's going on in your environment, especially if the Emperor and Empress. I do feel like the ability to come together in a situation. I do feel like things are in your control. But I also feel like not being a control to people or a control freak. I feel like there is a balance coming in to understand that you have every control in your life. I do feel like sometimes things get out of control, and sometimes you can't help things. I do feel like there's a need to watch yourself, watch your words, watch what you do, because it does have effect on people, whether you realize it or not. I just feel like with the Emperor and the Empress, maybe you have an Emperor or an Empress in your life, in love and relationship, where they work together with you, and you're the Emperor or you're the Empress. I do feel like they both complete each other. But yeah, I do feel like the need to watch yourself this month, especially with the High Priestess. Maybe in some way you're just set in your ways. I'm feeling too with that card. Anyways, I hope that resonates with one of you. Bye bye.